Okay, so for this assignment, essentially what we're doing is we're completing these 6 things. Or sorry, we're going to make a brush, a pattern, and a complex pattern. So this is the brush. We can make a brush from any picture. This is the normal pattern, and this is kind of the before the complex pattern. So I'm going to show you 3 different things. Today though, we're just going to worry about the brushes. So the first step is to actually just find an image off the internet, or preferably one that you have taken, and open it up in Photoshop. So open, I think I got one yesterday, or I should have. Okay, I'm going to use this one just because it's a full body and it's going to turn out to be a cool... I'm going to use this one actually. Okay, so what you want to do is essentially you're going to select something to make a brush out of. So we have a locked background, so I'm going to just double click it, hit OK. Okay. The first thing you do with any image that you open up from the internet, you want to make sure it's a large image. Then you're going to go to image size. Okay, the resolution's way too high. We're going to put that to 72. And then you look here, which is the bigger number? Obviously it's the width. So I'm going to change that to 11 and make sure constrained proportions is on and hit OK. It's going to change the size a little bit. I'll just hit Command plus. Okay, and then I'm going to go to this guy because I'm actually going to take this character over here. And for some reason that doesn't seem to be working. Command minus. Okay, so there's multiple different ways to do this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the quick selection tool. Okay, the quick selection tool operates by this little plus and minus. So you just have to make sure you're on the right layer. And the plus means you want to select something, and the minus may be because you've selected too much or it's selected something you don't want and you want to get rid of it. So what we're going to start doing is just making little clicks around the edge, and you can see it's kind of a smart tool, meaning that it's going to kind of guess as best it can. Okay, so you want to make sure you get all little bits included, and okay, did pretty good there. Okay, get the hands, awesome. The rest of the character, don't forget like the toes, things like that if you're doing a whole person. Okay, this arm, you want to make sure you don't miss anything. Okay, so here you can see it. It took a little bit too much, so I'm just going to hit the minus. And this is where those shortcuts of the left bracket and the right bracket work really well, because I'm just making it a little bit smaller. Okay, clicking on that just so it knows not to select it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm happy with that. It's all selected. Okay, everything's good. Double checked it. I'm going to go up here to edit. Define brush preset. If you do not see that, if it's gray, it means you probably didn't listen to the first step by changing the image size. If the image size is too big, it won't work. So you can see here now it's kind of like this little image there. I'm gonna call it Big Bang. Perfect. Alright, so that essentially is completed. Now what we need to do is we need to upload it, show the original file. Okay, so to show, we're going to hit a new document. Let's go 8.5 by 11. That's a standard piece of paper. Hit OK. And you're going to see here just a normal piece of paper. And how to actually use the brush. Okay, we're going to go to the left-hand side to our tools. And here is a paintbrush here. I'm going to click and hold on it just to make sure I have the brush tool selected. And then up here where it says brushes, you're going to have all these brushes. Sometimes it's hard to see. I can see it right away. But you might want to just drag it open. And there you go. I know that's the right one. And you can see he's the proper size. And it's going to be whatever color I choose. So I can make it larger or smaller using those shortcuts. Okay, there we go. Okay, so essentially that's completed. If I wanted to make him opposite, there's no way to flip him. The only way to flip him is by making a new layer. I'll make him a different color as well. Let's make a little one like right here, and I can hit Command T on that layer, and using what we know by doing some of the other assignments, I can flip him that way. Okay, so essentially for this first part of the assignment, there's going to be multiple parts. I want you to make a brush using an image that you have taken, okay, and then put a few of the brushes, a few different colors, just like I'm doing right here, on a piece of a new document. New layers. Okay, awesome. That's it. That's all I want you to do. Then we're going to go File, Save for Web and Device. JPEG, make sure it's around 100. Again, that kind of helps our super slow network. Save. Big bang. Desktop. Good. Then I'm going to upload it. So mine is right here. Obviously, I've done this already. And always give me the original image wherever possible, right? So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to try uploading my image. I'm also going to go over some of the problems a lot of you have been having. Okay, so if you're trying to upload an image, okay, click on the little image here. Some of you have been selecting the wrong file types, or you're not changing them to web and device, meaning they're too big. Okay, so we're going to go choose file, desktop. Okay, I'm going to just organize it by last opened, and then it should pop up. There we go. Okay, so there's my 2. And I want to make sure it says JPEG, not PSD. PSDs will not go up. And if they don't load up quickly, it's because you probably didn't change them. Okay, there we go. I'm going to select both of them, add selected. Okay, awesome. I always like to make sure they're to the left. Medium or large, it doesn't matter. To the left, perfect. Okay, so that's my first one. So if we look at down the line here, the brushes, we've made a brush. We're going to learn how to make the pattern tomorrow. Okay, so this is a complicated pattern, and this is a simple pattern. It's a little bit complicated, but essentially today what you've learned is how to make a brush out of anything. And it'll save on your computer as well.